Women of the gospel will testify when they are with you in your church. And then you see them in the parliament, and they are very different. What is inside there? If that is the culture of politics, then we really need God.
From the moment that I wake up until
So we definitely go on. But what is in Parliament may be, or maybe truly, the need be for some deliverance. Who knows? Anyways, we'll get to talk about that pretty shortly. But let's do this story. The residence of former Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta has been raided by unknown men. Sources indicate that the group dressed in military uniforms stormed the former minister's residence on Tuesday, February 11th. The incident occurred in cantonments in the afternoon while Mr. Ofori-Atta was reportedly out of the country. However, some family members, including his wife, were present at the time. The motive behind the raid remains unclear. Trust MX24 News to bring you updates about this developing story. Away from that, Nene Drolo Boso Adamte I has emerged victorious in the Greater Accra Region's Council of State election. He secured 40 votes out of a total of 58, defeating his closest contender, former Greater Accra Regional Minister Joseph Nilaye Afoteabo, who polled 16 votes. The election process was briefly disrupted by chaos, but calm was restored following police intervention. Although the winner was unavailable for a victory speech, he had earlier pledged to serve as a voice for the people of the region and to champion efforts to make it one of the safest, strongest, and most prosperous in the country. Well, for full list of winners, you can read on mx24.app/voting voices. You get the full list of winners right there. Well, that wraps it up for in-depth stories, but let's get talking. What striked you? Don't tell me all my life you have been faithful.
Hey, is your Yami?
Yeah.
I think I side with Speaker of Parliament, Right Honourable Kingsford Sumana Babin. He is hilarious, but I think even in his humor, he's making a lot of sense.
Yes.
Because they are very sweet people when they're out here. I mean, my very first time meeting Afenyo Markint, I thought he was probably the most honorable human being. I still think so, though. But I mean, look, some of the attitudes in Parliament are just uncalled for. These are people's fathers, people's husbands and boyfriends. And they are just...
You say boyfriends?
And some of them are not married.
Okay.
They are dating, or they are not... People's boyfriends,
okay.
They are pretty young. I think, what's his name? Edern Agbana is still not married. I know he's not married. Because I know that's my brother. I know he's not married. So people's boyfriends, people's serious boyfriends, and people's husbands.
I like the adjective.
What do they do in Parliament like that? This is... I mean, all the things that happen, they just don't make sense. And sometimes they're a bit more childish than we young people. So we need to go. The next prayer meeting I'm there, we are going to cast out that demon from Parliament.
We'll help them. We'll help them. We'll help them. We'll help them get into that. Also,
the actions from Chief of Staff, again, like we said, we're going to be looking at the development of this particular action. I think I remember this story coming up that there have been some illegal appointments after December 7th. And so, and those appointments were not supposed to be made. Again, what is the notion behind those appointments? What was the motive behind those appointments? And I was really looking forward to them looking into it. So I'm not surprised at the action. Again, you know, I was telling you earlier that the swiftness to get into very pertinent issues, like setting up the committee, the task force to look into all the, probing into all the cases and the conversations that have come up. Keep putting together a task force for the 120-day social contract, for me, is a step in the right direction. We're looking at them making progress. And I keep telling you that if they continue on this tangent, with the exception of those clearances they made, you know, by the AG, I mean, I'm still very, very, very concerned about those clearances, because there are some cases, I know there's a snake case, there are some cases that, you know, haven't been touched. And we're wondering, is it because
interpreted as being biased? You
know, and because these people are not known NDC faces, so their cases have been, you know, pushed to the back, and some clearances have been. I am still very particular about. I'm still waiting on an explanation for those clearances, even though the AG has an autonomous power to make those decisions. We want to understand why. You know, apart from those.
Do you realize the swiftness of it? Because it came right after.
The argument is that we are not going to waste time on cases that doesn't have substantial evidence to persecute these people. If you're not been able to prosecute these people in 8 years, we're not going to waste time on these cases with our 4 years that we have, if that's all we have. You know, and then that argument can hold water if it comes to an explanation, right? And so we're going to be waiting. Apart from this action, I think every step they have taken us in the right direction. We're seeing progress with everything, every single step they make. So I'm very excited for them, and I'm going to look at, again, like I told you, we are keeping tabs right behind your back.
And because later on we're going to be discussing about security tips and how to keep home safe and all that. What is it with all these raiding and... I don't get it.
I think that's very unfortunate.
Very unfortunate.
I'm sorry I didn't touch that.
He is not in the country as we speak. He has family in his house. So, and these people allegedly were wearing military uniform. So what is it? What is it?
I'm pretty sure because he was a former finance minister, there are certain security, you know, checks in his home. There are certain security, let's call it gadgets or whatever in his home. I'm pretty sure he has that. If he does not, that's a problem. That's a big problem. But we've seen this happen. Former President Atamils, we've seen, you know, people, former President Atamils' wife was attacked in her home. We've seen this happen a lot. These government officials need to be protected, again, because they have served in the public space. And people are agitated by one thing they might have done or not. Some people are assuming they have a certain level of wealth. You know, and so people, they're definitely going to be people of interest. I think we need to protect them through and through their entire life. Sometimes
I'm also afraid of internal.
Do you understand?
Internally. Because you say, but anyways, AKA God be our protector. No wonder we need prayers. As for the prayers here, we need
it.
Yes.
We really do.
Well, that wraps it up for our in-depth stories right here on the show on AM Club. A quick break. When we come back, we dive into sports. We'll be right back.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
Okay, so time for us to get into sports. My name is Kojo Dasabre, and yes, I want to say a very big thank you to Betway. Yes, early partial and auto cash out. Looking for more control over your bets? Cash out allows you to take an early payout on your bets before they are settled, meaning you are able to, get your money back before the event is over and your bet is ultimately resulted. You either make a profit or get a portion of your initial bet back, depending on how your selection is doing at the time of your taking up the cash out. All right. On to our first story. Asante Kotoko's interim management committee chairman Nana Apinkra Ewua expressed his disappointment with the Ghana Football Association GFA regarding the welfare of Kotoko and Accra Hearts of Oak. Speaking on behalf of the club in a meeting with the GFA, whose delegation was led by General Secretary Prosper Harrison Addo, Nana Apinkra told the FA that what we seek is for the security measures and their request to be addressed before they can partake in the league. Meanwhile, the prosecution team has withdrawn the case against the 4 persons brought before the Fiape Circuit Court in connection with the stabbing death of Francis Yafrimpong to be refiled at the Sunyani District Court. Isaac Fosu, 28 years of age, Yebua Augustine, 35, Elizabeth Akosia Intiwa Akosia Black Chinese, 37, and Ya Asantoa, 37, were charged with abetment of crime, to wit, murder, contrary to sections 21 and 46 of the Criminal Offences Act of 1960, Act 29. 2 others, Brahima Rasta and Yao Koshi, are still at large and face the same charges, with Brahima facing an additional murder charge contrary to section 46 of the Criminal Offences Act of 1960, Act 29. On to some rather unfortunate news if you happen to be a Manchester City fan. But, well, Manchester City are fighting for Champions League survival and a place in the last 16 after Jude Bellingham's injury time winner settled a 10th play off first leg in Real Madrid's favor. This side rediscovered more of their true form early on at Etihad Stadium as Jack Grealish and Josko Gvardiol combined to set up Erling Haaland for a confident finish after 19 minutes. Real let City off the hook by failing to take their chances until Kylian Mbappe scrambled home a close-range finish on the hour. Madrid hit hard in the dying minutes of the game through Diaz and Bellingham to secure a hard-fought win.
And try and beat Real Madrid.
Charlie, pains, man. Oh, yesterday, this match. Anyways, let's just leave that one out of the way. Away from that, Carl Anthony Towns had 40 points and 12 rebounds. Josh Hart had added 30 points and 10 rebounds, and the New York Knicks beat the Indiana Pacers 108 to 115. New York won in Indianapolis for the first time since April 2023. The Knicks lost all games in last season's 7-game Eastern Conference semifinal series against the Pacers. Towns scored 24 points in the first half, making 9 of 12 from the field. He was 14 of 23 from the field, while Hart did most of his damage in the second half and wound up 12 of 16 from the field.
A parade of all-stars in action tonight in Indiana as Pascal Siakam and the Pacers take on Jalen Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns, and the New York Knicks. And boy, Karl Anthony Towns came to play. Here he is with the driving layup. Later, Tyrese Halliburton finds Indiana's all-star Pascal Siakam. He knocks down
It's factual.
What's up, everyone? My name is Adina Thembi, and you're watching MX24. We are fun, fearless, and factual. Get it right.
What's up? My name is Akwabwa, and you guys are watching MX24. Keep watching. I love you.
They say the portion they gave me was
VIP Access Podcast is back in 2024 with a brand new season. VIP Access Podcast is back in 2024 with a brand new season. It's bigger and badder. From Australia, Nigeria, South Africa, Uganda, Rwanda, and Kenya. Season 4 of VIP Access Podcast will once again present you with a cross-section of Africa's brightest music stars and industry gurus, sharing with you tips and tricks to making it in the game. VIP Access will also highlight East Africa's rising artists in hip-hop, Afro house, classical music, Afro pop, and jazz music genres. Brace yourself for an exciting new season that will spotlight the expansion of African music while exploring the role of women in the music industry.
we were walking superheroes, and we sometimes we don't even see it in ourselves.
VIP Access Season 4 is proudly supported by the Australian High Commission.
Your songbird Jackie, keep watching MX24.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Last Minute. You watching MX24.
You know what it is upon our marriage. Yeah, best I got to big shout out to MX24. Keep watching. It's upon our Malians.
Yo, what up? What's up? This be Kwesi out there, and keep watching MX24. Keep it locked. Dee-da-dee.
Drink in my hand, I'm vibing. Uber waiting outside. I don't care, I'm still in my towel, dancing in my towel. Hey guys, it's me, your one and only Davi Diva, Black Star Barbie, Feli Nuna, and you're watching MX24. Don't go nowhere, because Davi Diva Ejeleme says so. Mwah.
Good morning, everybody. You're welcome to my new segments right here on the AM Club. My name is Daphne Flashley. Good morning, Mimi.
Good morning, Daphne Flashley.
How are you doing?
Hey, and already there.
Ready?
Ready.
It was your turn on Monday. It's my turn today.
Yeah. You look beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Beats ready. You look very nice. I like the hair. I like the beads. I like the combination of the beads and the shoes. I love the. I love what's going on.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
you're welcome. What's going on?
Nothing much. I'm just here about to do my job.
Yeah.
Good morning, JKD.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm handsome. I'm rich.
Hey.
I have money.
Hey.
Yes.
And that's some period.
Plenty money.
Plenty money.
That's some period, bro.
Yes. I like that. We are infecting him with, you know.
You know that.
Exactly. But CalledOut has started.
Yes.
Hey.
CalledOut, CalledOut.
CalledOut
with the electricity.
CalledOut feeling breezy peasy.
Hey!
He has murdered us all. Please give us the original.
CalledOut, CalledOut to feel easy breezy.
But at least there's an easy breezy.
But mine is
her own is electricity. I don't know which electricity is going on.
There's easy breezy in there. The electricity is from Yabita.
I'm so excited. See, CalledOut is back.
Yes.
Bigger, better as usual. We talk about that some other time. Yeah, exactly. But let's move on into our stories for today. Now, today, a musician is not happy. Because he says Ghanaians are sitting on him, are sitting on his talent. Now, if I'm to tell you who this musician is, and I tell you to name, let me.
You know that part where you're in class and the teacher is talking, is about to ask a question. Madam me.
Okay, you know, right?
Yes.
Mention 2 songs of that musician.
Hey. If I start If I start, no, you will know the person.
Just so mention I because you know.
Inyenye.
Another one.
Article 1.
Another one.
Oh, the other one.
Exactly. So if the only song we know about you is Inyenye, which is the same Inyenye.
No, but he has one of Joey B. Which one?
Yeah, that's song with Patapana. Yes, fine, I get it. But if you ask someone mention 2 songs from Article 1, the first thing they're going to say is Inyenye.
And that one he says it in many songs.
If the person says Inyenye and it ends there, why are you telling us that we are sitting on your talent and we are not allowing you to shine? Article 1.
Give us the story, because I want to understand in what context he's saying
All right, so let me do that right now. Ghanaian musician Article 1 has opened up about the challenges he has faced in the music industry, citing lack of support, favoritism, and the influence of gatekeepers who control opportunities for artists. Despite his efforts, Article 1 feels overlooked and undervalued, stating that Ghana is sitting on his talent and that he needs support to showcase his talent. He also touched on the presence of industry gatekeepers and favoritism, noting that artists outside of certain circles often struggle to get opportunities. However, Article 1 remains grateful for his journey and the support from his fans, acknowledging that he has been able to stay relevant in the industry. What do you think? Now, do you get what he's saying?
Does he know the gatekeepers? Only Momufi. Go there now. If he cannot beat them,
join them.
Do you know who makes artists blow in Ghana? There was a time that Jometto was touted the favorite of the TGMAs.
Yes.
Or Charterhouse favorite boy. Ever since he stopped winning awards at the TGMAs, is he still their favorite? Is it the industry's favorite? Is he still releasing songs? Is he still relevant? So even without that tag, he keeps producing. He keeps putting back into the system, right?
He's not complaining. He's not nagging. He's not arguing.
Do you know where to go to? Do you know who? Because if you are making accusations, you know, I was going to say a word, but I don't have the full sentence, so I'm not going to say. But if you're coming to make an accusation, come with evidence. And if your evidence are J. Kojo that's a gatekeeper or industry, go to J. Kojo that's what is your pride doing?
Just come to me.
Why are you not making me shine?
Why don't you go to the people? Because if that career of yours is so gate holders, so key holders, so all of these people are there, and you know where they are, yet you keep complaining about when they talk. Do you remember what's their name? Table of Men.
Yes.
Yeah.
When Table of Men
the
came.
The gospel. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you remember that there was a time that what's her name? Gifty, Empress Gifty, said she talked about them. Then there was a time she was hanging with one of the guys and was saying that now she's part of the Table of Men. Yes. And we saw a few of the Table of Men members even at the mother's funeral. Not just say we're joining a man and said she's formed some sort of an alliance. I'm just alleging. You know, that might have happened. But there has been a certain level of, say, if these people will not promote me, and these people are not the people, they are the people who are making the big people in the industry, then I am either going to work twice as hard as they might be working, or join them.
But funny enough, if they see you work twice as hard, they have no option than to push you, because that is where...
Because if you're the one people love, why won't they come to you?
Exactly.
I don't know whether he's talking on the part where maybe somebody is actually
deliberately sabotaging him.
To get more into it, let's take a look at the video.
Okay.
Put Article 1 on any stage, and then I will not speak for myself, I will not blow my horns, but just go and do your own research. Yeah, G microphone a different vibration. You go put me for any stage in this world. Forget about they knowing my song or not. Ghana will wave. Bad man. Magic no. Oh, okay. Ghana pra agenda na mun push out to go on. Me penesa. Ghana pra agenda na mun push out to go. You know, Ghana is sitting on Article 1 and it's so bad. It's so terrible. I have something here, but I cannot put it out myself alone.
You need the support of the nation.
I need everybody's support. And in Penny but maybe I'm hitting on them. Say,
who's paying for pain?
In Penny for no industry, money 1 or 2.
Do you believe in the quote and unquote gatekeepers in the business? Or
the truth is, in everything we do, they are in Penny for. Oh no, I don't want to mention it. Me, I would never mention it. But the truth is, there are senior men in the game who can manipulate the work in a way. They have some structure. But media, family. And I'm not sure say gatekeepers they will have an agenda. Say article 1 yemiano. Yes, almost say jumano. The me sure agenda no omo ye page article 1. Because
do you believe that there's a conscious agenda to sabotage Article 1? Do you believe? By some people?
I won't believe, but from what I'm seeing, but I won't say I'll believe because me believe you and come do you.
Then that has inspired this type of feeling.
Let's be realistic. In everything we do, people have got their own favorite. If you are not part of Team A, when they are doing something, maybe selecting you will be their second option. You will never be their first option. What am I saying? A lot of artists, like a lot of great artists, are only power not to push things harder. No, I keep saying this to myself. Say I thank my God in heaven that or the production share in same.
Okay.
Because Ghana, the minim say, oh yeah, one hit na a trima now cool. Because Ingenge crowd when Ingenge was there in the beginning, commenting, we deal, Baby, yes, I didn't be no cool. That was the reason why after Ingenge man drop it, hot song, and I'm a boy Jaja show. And your man would say, sa vibe nibi. I had to draw the tempo cry. Many patapas to buy and so a different vibration. Many Joey B, hallelujah, meaning so what did that make you sing and also another banger.
Yeah.
And I consider almost okay, I'm gidi I'm mom to and nobody am release you me to me nim time I'm releases no ba. And no saying I think Russia got talent.
Okay. He makes very interesting. Trust my team to break.
We are done with sports. Let's be entertained.
But also, he has, you see,
and the thing is, he has a fair idea of what happens in the.
God bless you, this child. Bless you. You know, to complain, but I'll sit down, let the people come. Where? In which land? Where? Who will find you? In this Ghana, right? We've seen talents go to record labels, and treatments they get is different from who they found.
Right.
If they find you and pick you, the treatment is different from when you come to them. Regardless, you will get one hit big, you will get one show big. You cannot do this on your own.
No.
There are gatekeepers. I told you the other day, there are gatekeepers. If you want to play, and do you know what's sad? He knows the rules of engagement. Or God no one do them. But he wants Ghana people to come and push him. Like you play song, then me, Mimike, I come and go and put it on my status, go and promote it for you.
For you.
When did you hear that one? So I think Article 1, after this conversation, we'll watch the interview, like, Charlie, me cry, I know what to do. He knows what to do.
Right. All right. Moving on away from that, Vicky James is not. It's not. She's always catching fire. I don't know this girl. I see she married. Why?
But this is not Vicky James. This is not Vicky James.
Please, this is not Vicky James. We beg.
Just because she's straight doesn't mean she's Vicky James.
I actually give it to you guys. Anyway, so Vicky James and her husband are catching fire. I don't know, every other week she has done this and she's loving too much. But as someone who attended your wedding,
sister,
it's part of the conversation, just listen. And I know how much you love God.
This is where I go to Mimi.
Save me from this child.
I know how much you love God. In fact, the first time I came to your church, when I saw him on his knees, that's it, bre. Yeah.
That's it, bre, dear.
That's it. And Mimi, you being a Jesus baby too, does it make it like terrible or bad if during your reception you invite a secular artist into your reception?
Oh, me, a secular artist came from already.
I know. And I saw them, not just one, a lot. And I saw them. And the songs they were playing when I was on the dance, I was dancing. It is not only God.
What is the problem?
Now, her followers are... Now, she celebrated 1 year in her marriage. She celebrated a party. And she was surprised...
She did a party for 1 year.
1 year.
I'm off with you.
And it looked like a reception, actually. It looked like a wedding reception with cake, a huge, gigantic cake. It was serious.
There's a friendly wedding part 2.
Every year we do party. Yes. Anyway, but she invited Tenny to her wedding. I wanna be a...
I think people are lying.
People are saying such a Jesus
Tenny's
baby.
coming was a surprise.
Such a Jesus baby. Why would you invite Tenny? But meanwhile, they don't see that it was a surprise by a Nas boy. And so it's crazy that people are saying, but let's take a look at some of the comments. Because the comments,
They're not commenting.
But before that, she actually said, I'm a Jesus baby, I'm a kingdom influencer, and yes, I love Tenny Makanaki. Let's take a look at some of the comments of her fans. So someone says, I love you, Vicky James, but Tenny has never sung about Jesus before, and we can't sing her songs unto the Lord also. Keep this kind of conviction personal. A lot of persons learn from you, and don't lead them into confusion because they don't understand what you understand yet.
Sure.
Another person says, I love Vicky with all my heart, and I've been a diehard fan, loving how you promote family, love, and personal growth. However, even though I'm still in my early days of knowing Jesus, as I'm still learning, one thing I know for sure is that there are some songs that do not glorify God. They may appear pleasing and soothing to our soul. Songs are spirit-inspired, and if these songs are godly-inspired, they will glorify God. I too struggled with it, but I have to talk a lead from the Word of God. Choose to ignore. They should just take it easy on her.
No. Okay. The same way, you should know that she's also a minister.
Right. She's a minister.
You see, I'm going to try. Holy Spirit, give me the wisdom to have this conversation. You see, when you are, again, and I love the first comments, when you're leading a certain people who are not matured, because let's assume that the people she is impacting are very young Christians, baby Christians. They don't understand that you can be a Christian. And sometimes I used to have a pastor friend, right? What's none come one? I said, Madam, very spirit-filled, has never been on orderly. Very, very disciplined guy. He sometimes will listen to Shatawale. I was still the favorite artist here, Shatawale. But he has never stood on his pulpit to talk about Shatawale before. He's never had conversation about Shatawale. He's never brought Shatawale to his space before. Do you know why? Because the people that follow him are not as matured or might not understand. So for your own sanity, because you don't want to be called a double standard Christian or a two-faced Christian, there is a certain projection you have made all these years. Stay with it.
So I'm trying to say that if she's going to love up on being herself and the, loving secular music, then she shouldn't talk about Jesus on page.
So when you come out and tell me that you're a man of God, and that's why someone like Erskine would say that if they do the comparison, men of God that are supposed to be living that life. Because you see, you are representing a certain brand, and the brand is Jesus.
Okay.
I listen to secular music, and I call myself a Jesus baby. I dance to secular music. I call myself a Jesus baby. I understand that the song from Kwabna that gets me into the mood of go and find boyfriend. No, it is for personal, intimate song. If I'm out here, and I was telling Jay that I'm a pastor, if I am preaching, and the next thing they see that my wedding, I say, the Jovete didn't come, emoji didn't come.
Kwabna.
But Kwabna came.
About you want to?
You want Kwabna. If J-Bad comes to my, everybody will be like, maybe not what foliana. I'm just saying this to say that their sentiments are valid. So is her decision to mingle with certain people valid.
Excuse me, but Tini makes amazing songs. What's wrong with I wanna be a billionaire?
Sister, this your argument will not hold water. I'm just saying that she does the Hallelujah something. She has a program where she puts people together.
Zion
where are the men of God? Where are the Christian singers? Where's Anatolia? Where are these people?
Can I also say something? See, if you watch the video, you see these ministers and men of God that were like doing Milonia. Even one guy, it's true.
So
the one who sang this song with Victor Thompson, he was taking videos.
Baby, like I'm telling you, it's not about the who came there.
Okay.
It's about the what you represent. Right.
So that means all of them need to get shots then.
You see, my problem with you right now is that trying to poke holes into this conversation. If you say you are A, the Bible clearly states all are at fault. That if you want to be cold, be cold. If you want to be hot, be hot. Lukewarmness is a sin.
We've all fallen short.
That's what I just said to you. We all have. But if you're in public, I'm telling you people that this thing that you are playing with, that you're making there's grace available. You people, God will judge us.
It's me.
Because I think that Christians, when you meet a Muslim, will tell you, well, lie, I don't go chop pork. There's nothing you will do to a Muslim that they will not pray 5 times a day, or Messiah, or feeling it. But Christians are very lackadaisical about their passion towards God. And so if someone comes and says that you are leading a people, be careful what you put on. They are not insulting her.
Okay. All right,
No, but it's not about. I don't think. Is she taking it as an insult?
She's not, but it's like the people that are criticizing her, saying that you say you're Jesus baby, your own daughter of Zion, whatever.
Will come, and this is why it is criticism. Inti nipana kano. Listen to why the person is saying that.
You see from it.
You get it. You can take a cue from it.
Okay.
You get me. And that's why I'm saying that I don't know about, what's her name again? No, Vicky James. I mean, I don't follow her. Okay. I'm not.
I do.
I don't follow her. Exactly.
My
so
favorite.
I wouldn't be able to talk to what it is. I don't follow her.
I told everybody that don't take a picture of me, don't take a video of me. Do you know why? They're just a beautiful dress. My beautiful friend Maud Fabrics gave it to me. I thought it was a really beautiful garment. And to wear it for that event, it was nice. I wore to the Ghana Movie Awards. It wasn't planned. You all know that money was...
But we didn't even see your dress.
I haven't posted any pictures of the... Because I showed a bit of leg.
And then Apuskeleke.
It's me call her late.
It's late.
And I'm Miraho. And this is why. Because I represent a certain brand. And I do not want to confuse my people.
But you understand yourself.
I understand the impact of what I have done.
Yes.
And I know that I want my young girls to see me and continue to see Jesus through me. And see, I have my flaws. And like Dan Hamilton says, I am human, born of a woman. I have my flaws. But when I am projecting Jesus, Jesus is a perfect God. And I need to make sure they see that perfect God through me.
I get you.
That's all you're trying to do.
That's anytime I tell people I'm a dick. mouth.
Because Nickness did.
It's
Daphne.
It's fine.
Wow, it is
When people can see me Sunday going up and down and you won't even this
Dickness.
One. Hey, I'm moving on to the last book.
But we said that.
All right, so let's get into it. Tennis champion Serena Williams has addressed the viral moment of her crip walking during Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime show, revealing that she was invited by Lamar's team to collaborate and saw it as an opportunity to revisit her iconic dance from the 2012 London Olympics. Like, we've been trying to do something forever. What about this? We laughed your crip walk at the Olympics after you won the gold medal. I'm like, Super Bowl? Are you serious? When in the world would I ever be able to dance at a Super Bowl? Never. Let's do it. I knew my winning dance after the Olympic will pay off one day. End of story. End of story. So please, she's not shading her ex.
No, but we don't know that what went behind the scenes. That's one. Two, it's been forever. Charlie, some women will bottle up some things. This is perfect. This is perfect PR.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wakata sort as yeah. But still, I'm not going to buy into this. I'm really not going to buy into this, especially because I don't know about their. I know they dated.
Very well. He's coming to give his international speech. When he was called to do that, knowing very well that maybe his ex-girlfriend is going to be around, and you know they are trying to create a publicity stunt. You're not coming home to come and meet me because that nonsense, that childishness will stay where you came from.
Oh, wow.
Avoid this kind of controversy.
Now, not just her alone.
The news.
Yeah.
Knows that too. This Super Bowl game cannot end without.
It can't just end Sunday.
Then nobody's
Sunday
talking about
evening,
it. I mean, look at us.
yeah.
We'll talk about them to next year, June.
Exactly.
They were intentional.
Yeah, they knew what they was going to do. They knew what kind of PR stunt this was, and they did it. And I love it.
And we're talking about it.
I love it. Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed yourself this morning. My name is Daphne Flashley, and catch you same time tomorrow. Make sure you get, prepared, because it's going to be something. Valentine is coming, so just relax.
Valentine is coming.
Tomorrow, are you bringing us chocolate?
Chocolate?
Yeah.
But we have to talk, though. We really need to talk.
Hey.
Dickness Abokuma, thank you so much.
Please don't do that to me. Over to you guys.
Thank you so much for coming, Daphne. It's always a delight to have you join us on the show. In today's dynamic business environment, a robust workforce is pivotal to achieving success. This is why we have thoughtfully designed our corporate health insurance plans to empower your employees and bolster your organization's performance with Equity Health. Offering comprehensive coverage and exceptional benefits as support goes beyond administrative tasks and premiums. At Equity Health Insurance, we are dedicated to standing by your side throughout the entire journey. So please feel free to reach out to us on 050-1515-124 or 0539-135-073 so that we can further enhance the level of service we provide to you. At Equity Health Insurance, we say always here for you.
Well, so switch to Telecel fixed broadband today and experience incredible bonuses, non-expiry bundles, data transfers across devices, and lots more. New customers get 50% bonus data in addition to other mind-blowing offers, and existing customers receive 300% bonus data on every broadband piece. Well, that's a wrap for... I was about to say DDOV.
You talked about DDOV this morning. You talked about love.
Love. So we're in the season of love.
The love is beautiful. We're going to Lifestyle Daily. Why? Boy, love is.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
Every day is packed with its own surprises. You never know which thrill is around the corner. Feel good. Feel good. Or how it will play out. There's a sense of excitement.
Did our plane just stop? Another cash out.
That adds a little magic to my everyday.
Feels like a party tonight.
Michael has been exceptional, surpassed all his targets. Let's hear from this year's Staff of the Year.
This wouldn't be possible without a strong relationship. You've been with me through university. All those days of studying together just to ace those tests, which we did, by the way. And those days of the side hustles. You were there. All of these have prepared me for this moment. Cowbell Coffee has been there with me every single step of the way.
For the big days and the seemingly ordinary, creamy Cowbell Coffee is with you every moment.
This advert is FDA approved.
This is a call to you. The dreamers. The ones that see no boundaries.
Dreamers take a chance.
The explorers that chart their own path.
Unlock the vibes, connect the energy.
The ones that dare to challenge the status quo.
Get connected, feel the
When others try to think outside the box, you wonder, what box?
catch the wave, enjoy the ride.
To the architects of their journeys. Every connection is an opportunity to explore every experience. This is your call to adventure. Your journey begins here. Be bold, be daring, be free. Connecting passions, connecting dreams, connecting ambitions. Telecel, connecting energies.
Ready to start your modeling journey? Dreaming of runways, mugs and covers, and global fame? The Model Institute is here to make it a reality. At the Model Institute, we believe every aspiring model deserves more than just a dream. They deserve the skills and knowledge to succeed. In partnership with Radford University College, we are transforming modeling education. Our comprehensive one-year program covers everything from mastering the runway to understanding contracts, preparing you for the competitive modeling industry. At the end of the course, graduates will be awarded a certificate in modeling, giving you the credentials to
into the journeys of influential voices in the fashion and beauty industries here in Ghana. From emerging designers to seasoned professionals, we explore their stories, their crafts, and vision for fashion's future. Get the inside scoop on the latest trends, expert styling tips, and beauty hacks to elevate your look. Join me every week as we celebrate the art, the passion, and the people behind the scenes who make more than what we just wear. This is Fashion Wednesday, where fashion comes to life. Catch Fashion Wednesday every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. on MX24 TV.
Drama, betrayal, faith, forbidden love. What would you do when life writes a chapter you didn't ask for? Every broken pen has a story to tell. Every story has a lesson to learn. But the question is, how do you fix it? The Broken Pen Show is back. Real stories, raw truths, and maybe, just maybe, the answers you've been looking for. Hi, ladies. Hi. Your story isn't over. Let's fix it together with a cold glass of Nax cocktail. Catch the Broken Pen Show every Thursday at 8 p.m. only on MX24 TV. My name is Yabita, and I am your host. Cheers.
I want to find out one thing. What happened with you and Kumbey?
One day Kumbey calls me and says, bro, I want to do my solo album. Ghana, if somebody go, blah, blah, even for the media space right now, go talk your mind right now, they go talk to they go blacklist you. Event organizers self, they go, then boom, balance one.
Only thing was a part of our group. One of the times we feature on 2010 last. Fluid, so I called him, so speak to my manager. Where?
Patience is a virtue that carries a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Always know that you live to fight another day.
I feel say we musicians, one thing we like do, we know how to create. Yeah. But the business part, we know the add them to whatever we do.
Me right now, as I stand here, everything is about marketing. If I do
the people I was looking up to, these two boys called famous people. Their work looked like they had like they were like 17 people or 20 people.
Long live high school clique. We are more than
Watching me live on High School Click. Don't go nowhere. Silly. Watching me live on High School Click. Don't go nowhere. Silly.
The Bible said that we are not of those who shrink back, but of those who believe to the salvation of the soul. You know, sometimes God wants to do the hope.
With Reverend of security men as well. How can you also contribute? It's not that you just go take them, oh, come and guard my house and that's it. No, you also need to contribute. Into that. So, and holistically, I mean, just about security in general, we'll be diving into that pretty shortly. But hey, Mimi.
Let's talk about something that is very important to you. That is water. Water is life, they say. Now, with Jibu water, staying refreshed has never been easier. Jibu water provides clean, healthy water you can trust as you go to source for drinking and cooking. Now, with options for, I keep saying that's sad. With options of our innovative 20-liter bottles that come with a tap, 18.9-liter bottles, your dispensers will have a breath of new life as our clean and hygienic Jibu water flows through them for your consumption. Now, order for your clean water now by calling us on 020-9845-817 or visit our website at www.jibu.com/gh for more information. Jibu water, a better life. Of course, it's Valentine. You people are struggling to do something for. I don't know why we are still struggling, because today shopping just got easier and better and even smarter. So A to Z department store is now live online. So we're encouraging you, jump on to www.onlinestore.azgroup.com and Click, browse, grab that item for that special person. We have loads of amazing items. Good thing items on there. Good thing is that you have a 10% discount if you purchase online. So why waste your fuel and time and go to the shop when you can actually shop online and still get a 10% discount? What more are you asking for? You can shop with your Momo, your Visa card, your MasterCard, whatever card you're holding, you can purchase with that and thank me later. The great news also is that you get a 10% discount, okay? So please do that. Let's have a good time this, I was going to say this December, this festive season. In fact, this one is for love. For my love them, those who have lovers them, okay? Now, at Equity Health Insurance, the well-being of our member states precedence, we recognize the unique healthcare needs of individuals and families, which is why we are delighted to present our Ebusian Health Plan. This health plan is crafted to promote enduring health and happiness of you and your loved ones. Our plans are meticulously tailored to offer comprehensive and competitive health insurance coverage for individuals, families, and smaller groups. Access to quality care is just a phone call away, offering continual assurance of your family's welfare. Contact us today on 0546 645 465 or 0503 860 381. Equity Health Insurance. We say always here for you. Now, straight to Lifestyle Daily. Today, our conversation this morning, we're discussing essential security tips for home and office. Now, Jay and I were having a conversation earlier that I feel that I have to protect my son a little bit more because I had a very, I had a wake-up call. Was it? Is it a wake-up call?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I got, yesterday, the Superman styles and driving Fast and Furious, you know, driving, I drove in Accra, Ghana. Everywhere elsewhere, I would have been arrested for overspeeding because yesterday was just crazy. I needed to be in my child's school. I needed to know what was happening. Now, but this goes a little beyond some of the conversations we're going to be having this morning, but these are very important tips for you to know to protect your home property and, you know, anything that is important to you. And joining us for the conversation this morning is Mrs. Hannah Abani. I pronounce it properly. Because I'm not good at it. And she is head of marketing, Edern Security Services Limited, and Zeng Villa Vitos.
Yes.
Hey. You know, I was busy making sure I pronounced the woman's name right. I skipped yours. But what's the meaning of your name?
Zeng Villa.
Yeah.
It's basically sit well.
Oh.
So wherever you go, know how you relate with people, you know, create that bond, and then be able to settle with people.
And Vitos is?
And Vitos is life giver, or giver of life.
Oh.
So that brought me into security.
Hey, I love that. I love that. Okay, so he is head of operations, Edern Security Services. One would say that, why do I need, in my own house, why do I need security at the gates, who by the way come to sleep? And then why do I need a dog in my own house? I bought my house, I am paying for this house. Why would I need protection? Now, what are some of the basic security threats that are faced by individuals in this country?
Okay, thank you so much, and thank you for having us here. We say good morning to your viewers and then your listeners.
Good morning.
In Ghana. When it comes to security, I say security is very broad. It's very key when it comes to our day-to-day lives, when it comes to our country, Ghana, and then the world at large. It is important because you think, you know, basically security is not that important, especially when it comes to your home. You have everything in place, so you wouldn't see security guards or dogs to be important to you at home. But it is very important. If you don't know what you protect or what you are protecting, you wouldn't be able to protect somebody. So the security presence alone deters people from coming to your home. So we have something we call the 4 Ds in security. That is to detect, to deter, to delay, and to protect. And to defend, and to defend. So detect, deter, delay, and then defend. So the security guard presence alone in the house will deter people from coming to your home. The dog will deter people from coming to your home. You know there's somebody present in your house, and then coming to your house, the person will spot him and be able to give out information, are very dangerous, especially when you take the dog through that training, just like the way you take security guards through training. So when you take the dog through training, the dog knows what exactly it's supposed to do, it has to do in your house. You know, having to use the 5 senses, just like the way human beings use 5 senses, they also do. So dogs and the human beings, we have some kind of relations. So with a dog, people who are not part of your home, it will be difficult for them to come to your house. Because the security implications is very high. So it is very, what's the name, important to have security at home. And it's very important to have dogs at home as well for your own protection, because you have all the security features, as I said, but it will deter people from coming into your home. Yes.
The dogs, is there any other? Is there any other dog?
Certainly not our.
No. Any other dog. We have the normal dogs, and then we have the well-trained security dogs.
Okay.
Yes. With those ones, they are mainly in charge of security.
And the well-trained, we have some in Ghana?
Yes, we have some in Ghana.
I see.
We have some in Ghana.
Can you just give us some names, you know?
Oh, so we have the bulldog.
The bulldog.
Yes. So those ones, if you are home, it's either you cage them during the day.
Okay.
If you are going to work and there's no security man in your house, it means that you have to release the dog.
Okay.
But releasing the dog alone wouldn't also solve your security problem, because if the dog is also attacked at home, what happens? So there are other essential security features you have to put in place. Something like the CCTV camera. When you have the CCTV camera, you have it on your phone. You can sit in your office, you can view it, and get to know whatever is happening at home. Let's not also forget that the people coming into your house are also trained. They look at the dogs, and then they find different ways of the dog before they can have access into your property. So what do? It means that you need to have other things in place that can also monitor the house, though you have the dog at home.
Okay.
So
someone will say maybe the CCTV camera, okay, but maybe I'm not always on, and I might not be able to see everything that is happening at that moment. Another person would say, oh, CCTV camera, no, and just say, be able to alarm be. Amame, you get me? I'm just going to see what happens. The thing happens, then we go back to the CCTV camera for referral.
So you're asking for preventive measures now?
Yes, because I think that is a measure where maybe you could, it's a trace measure, not necessarily something that would deter somebody from coming to your house. Because even if I see a CCTV camera, maybe there's a way I could disconnect it, or probably we've seen even in movies where they get to punch it or something of that sort, just so you get disconnected, so you can't even get into it. But anyways, it's still.
I think with the introduction of technology, one would have said that security just got easier, and a bit more accessible, because gone are the days if you live in a very well structured area, you have security at the main gate. So before anybody gets into the area, they're checking and what have you. But if you live in an open area where people can have access to your gate directly, you'd say that people can invade your homes. But again, security cameras are there to serve as, deterrent or some sort of because when people are passing by and they see, and if the person is not well equipped, they would, camera, or I'll come back when, I'm able to have access to this camera, or I'm not going to come to this house because they have CCTV cameras. These are deterrents, but people go beyond that. For instance, this morning we hear the former finance minister's home has been raided. And I was just telling Jay that, listen, nobody can tell me otherwise that this man's house, there are no security cameras in this house. Because he was a minister of finance. There's no way there's no CCTV camera. But someone has gone past that and invaded the home. These things we have seen. What are the measures we can put in place as opposed to just hoping that these gadgets and items are able to protect us? What are we to do beyond these ones?
Okay, so that is where we have to go back to the physical security.
Okay.
So with the physical security, let's say at home, because they... And with the house, I think I visited somebody at home, and then I was telling the gentleman that looking at your home, your house, you have so many security lapses. Nowadays, we build a house from the porch to the entrance. You would see that they only use POP and other things to cover the front house. If the person goes to cut over the POP, pass through the POP, you would have access to the roof, move into your bedroom or even your hall, and then he can have access to anything that yes, he wants to.
So they don't have to go through the door even?
No, they don't even have to go through the door. So starting from the main entrance, and even coming to that, mostly when we are building, we don't look at the security features. But it's very, very important. You call the engineers to come in and assess the place. They put up the building. Then as you're putting up the building, do you consider the security implications? No, we don't consider the security implications, but it is very key. So from the main entrance, you need to have a wall. If you have the wall, you should have, what do you call it, the main gate that leads to your house. And the main gate, do you just put the gate without locks? No, it should have a lock that you can lock it when you are moving out. And then with that, you go to the cameras, and then you go to alarm sensors.
Yeah, that.
To alarm sensors. By the CCTV cameras, we have the alarm sensors. With the alarm sensors, it can be connected to your the glass doors. It can be connected to the main door. It can be connected to areas that you think you wouldn't have clear view of. So when you are there, whoever touches your main door, trying to break into your room, surely you have an what's the name? An alarm. It will trigger. You have a message indicating that somebody is trying to access your property. So it will protect, prevent unauthorized people from having access to your place. So aside the CCTV cameras, there are a lot of things we have to put in place. That is why I said it will delay. The delay aspect is what I was talking about. So to break into the door, it means that you have to delay a little to be able to access the building. And then in delaying, information comes to you. Then you can now give information to either Ghana Police or whoever the security company is to be able to respond to you. So when you come to Edern, especially, we have this alarm system we put in place. And then we have the agency response team as well. So with the alarm systems, we have, what do you call it? We have something we wear on the neck. Going with the button, the panic button. So with that one, even if the security man is attacked at home, he can just lie on his stomach and then press it. Information goes to our office, information goes to the police, and then before you realize, the response team are there to rescue you. So in the case of if there were some of these things put in place, surely, and I know probably he had those things
something,
in place. So he would have the signal that there are people in his house. And what do? You call on the police to intervene. Yes. So probably the people who have been there might have been in uniform, but the uniform can be sold by anybody. Put it on and go in the name of either the military or the police, but it's never sold. Yes.
Now for the office space, one would say that I just came to work. What is my business with security in the office? I'm the lady take this for if that's okay with you.
That's fine.
Yes. So in the office space, we come to work and we're always just really focused and fixated on what we're doing as work. But nobody worries about security. The other day we spoke about fire, fire gassing out of the office and what are we supposed to do. But nobody comes to the office thinking about how does the fire extinguisher work. I mean, I'm not doing that.
so I'll take part of it and she will So when you are coming to your office, I used to tell people, as we've been in here, the security man there should know whatever I'm wearing in here. So in case I move out of the office, your office, and something happens to you, he would be able to tell me the login that I did in the DOB and all those things should be checked on. So before you even come, it is your duty to also write your name at the security checkpoint. It is your duty to let the security man take records of your time you get to the office. What time
are you checking out?
Yes, are you checking out? If you're going for lunch, all those things should be taken notice of. Then access control at your main entrance is very important. You might think that, okay, coming to work, let me just walk in, let me go and do my work. From the gate, you have to check to see, okay, yesterday when I was going, there was nothing on the security post indicating that there was light blinking or something of that sort. It could be a factor. Somebody can come there to put a hidden camera just to see whoever is coming to work, what time you are coming to work, and then what happens, what time are you leaving office. So in that way, then the person can get you through that. So access control at your main entrance is very key. Then when you come in, even before you walk into your office, you also have to check around to see what is happening within your surrounding. What is in the yard? When you were going, was it like this? Something is there, maybe a bag or a box is lying there. You wouldn't know the content of the box. You wouldn't know the content of the bag. So you should also be concerned. You have to call the security man. I've seen something here. What is it? Then the person can, security man can step in and then look at it. So there are a lot of things that we need to do security-wise. And your workers should also be trained. Everybody working in your office should be trained. We should all go through that security training just to know the basic things about security. If you know the basic things about security, whoever is coming to your office, you have the right to check with security to know whether the person has the records there. Whether the security man had called you to inform you so and so is coming to you before he allowed the person access to come to your office.
Does it include defending yourself?
Oh, defending yourself, yes. Security, defensive mechanism is very important in security. Yes, but it has to get to that point. So you have to protect yourself first before you defend. So the protection comes before the defense mechanism.
Right. One of the things too that I keep hearing around is the fact that we as individuals compromise security. So you would go to a house and I do the home and work dynamics, so you know what. So I give a bit more clarity to what my questions are. When you go to in our homes, a child will be told, "May I don't open," but this child will go downstairs and still leave that door open, giving room for anybody to be able to come in. In the office, we are considered adults. We know what we are supposed to do and we know what we're not supposed to do. What measures are we supposed to put in place so that workers or colleagues do not inadvertently expose us or compromise security?
Okay. So when you look at that one, we have the access control measures put in place. That is through the door, the main door. There are doors when you open, you hold it or you don't hold it, it closes by itself. And when the door closes, if you don't have the thumbprints, you wouldn't be able to access the door. Same with home. You need to have those things in place. So whoever is coming in, after you open the gate, or you have to even give access to the person to come in. So if your child should open the door without even closing it, the door will close by itself. And then instances whereby you have a door without the access control, that is also fine. It means that somebody should be watchful. For kids, very difficult for you to control them. But obviously for your safety and for the safety of your kids, you need to be alert at the gate. The main entrance to your hall or to your office.
You want to add?
So I'll let Hannah add something to that.
Okay, so I would say that most of the time, especially in Africa, Ghana, we always wait for things to go bad before we work on it. And I think all we do is to educate everyone about security. Security starts from yourself. Before you enter your home, before you get to the office, everything is security. And I think we always wait for something to go until we become conscious of security. So even with the home, even with your home, even with your workplace, what we have to do is to educate us on what to do, the security threats, the recommendations, and what we can do to ensure that everything is safe and sound. So coming to this studio, as a security expert, have seen a lot of things.
Madam, it's security.
Yes.
So and also count.
Yes.
Writing my name inside the book.
Exactly. Meaning I count everything.
When you have the names there.
We on Tron. I've never come to write my name that I've seen me.
No, in that book.
So you know, they can be emergency cases.
Yes.
And when there's emergency case, like when there's an emergency, what you do is that you need to look through the records, especially the security man at the gate, or whoever is able to get there will have to check through the records. Who came to work today? Are the people out of the premises? Are the people out of the office? You get it. So if you don't write your name, it could be that, okay, there are just 10 names in the book. Then the security man has also seen 10 people at the what do you call it, the checkpoint. That is the emergency point. So seeing 10 people, he also believes that, yes, that's all the people in the yard. there are others
11
inside.
people. Yes.
But if he knows that, okay, I've seen so and so out, Kojo is not out, it means somebody will have to look for Kojo. So that's the main reason why you should write your name. And then with the time, when something happens to you, they will have to check from home. What time did you leave home? What time did you get to the office? So the records shows that you got to the office at 7 o'clock. And then the incident happened at 7:30. So probably it happened at your work site. When you are going out, it is also your in the book indicating that you are going out for lunch. So when you go and you don't return, they will still that records, those records to look for you. So that is why
this brings us to the most important conversation, and I'm saying most important because as we have educated everybody, how do we go about these? You talked about education, you talked about employing technology, you've talked about even employing, labor, human labor. Let's talk about what Edern Security does and what you have to offer us, so that when I am thinking about, is it Edern or Edern? Edern. Okay, yes. Edern Security Office. What we can get with you? So if I am building my house right now and I want some security advice on what to do over there, how can we? What can we get from you? What do you offer?
Okay, so Edern Security is a private security company that provides man garden. We also have a bullion van services, and when we say man garden, so let's say a customer calls. I want to get your services. So first of all, immediately you call us, we come to your location to come and conduct a survey.
Okay.
So the survey is where we give details of what the threats, the recommendations, what you have to do, you understand, before we get. So even with the survey, we educate our clients on the security threats. So we can say, okay, just have an AC, but there's no book of proof on it. Someone can just sit and take it away. So when we come in, what we do is we then we give the client a survey report. So with the survey report, we tell you all things you have to know in terms of security at your location. Then we bring you give us 2 weeks to train the guard, because we are also looking at having good guards who are situated in that location, so that the time to report,
So the guards don't come from you. I have to employ my own guards.
No. So we actually train the guards. That's why we need 2 weeks to do the training.
So you do tailored training?
Yes.
So for this house, for Mimi's house in
it's very far.
The one I'm building,
the one you're building
is around Chado.
Okay, right.
It's in Chado.
Yes.
So I'm speaking to my future.
Speak. Why would you speak?
So my new house, you tailor security that is for me.
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes, because when it comes to, so let's take it as there's a different meaning for a guard who is situated in as to a bank guard. Because bank guards are supposed to do other things. You get it. So let's take your home at Chado. The guard is supposed to have information or data out. You have to come and do an underground investigation on how, the threats there when it comes to, do people steal a lot from this area? And when people steal a lot, we need a type of guard. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes, so after all those processes, the survey report has been given. We talk to the client, we educate the client on what you are supposed to have at your location. Then we get the guards at your location. You get it? Yes. So Edern Security gives you the best security when it comes to Ghana, private security, anything. Yes.
So it's Ghana, it's not Africa.
So we have a Togo branch. We have a Togo branch, and we are moving to other regions, other countries soon. We are currently in all the 16 regions in Ghana and also in Togo.
There's something that's bothering my mind when it comes to security, especially with the guards as well. So over time, you realize that you get to a particular place, and when the quote-unquote security person comes out, then you realize that they are more of old men.
Yes.
You get it. So some people even ask, why is it that Ghana had security? Is there an explanation to that? And with regards to that too as well, with Edern Security, is that what happens with you, or for you is like modern type bodyguards and big men and macho men, or what happens with you?
Okay, so for Edern Security, we go beyond that.
Okay.
Before we would give you an old man, it means that it is per your request.
Tailor-made.
So people request for that?
Yes.
So
is there a particular reason why?
Is that reason?
Okay, so let's say I have a young wife at home. I need security. I'm afraid.
Oh, that's another form of security.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said security is very broad. When you look at security, it's not just about what you see.
Form of security.
Yes.
Because how security man... Oh, nice.
They're very efficient too.
Yeah. So that's what I was coming to. And then you
don't bring young man to my house, bring old man.
And with those people, they wouldn't sit and then go through their phones.
True.
They wouldn't watch movies.
Yeah, they are very committed.
They wouldn't sit and then be making calls.
Yes.
Their reporting time
They're very disciplined too.
Very disciplined.
Yes.
When Madam say, don't go here, don't do this.
Don't do it.
The young ones will either invite people to the place, but these are some of the things as a security company, we train the people, we take them concerning all these things. Because client we are going to guard, I know if the client has that time, he would want to protect himself, but they want a security company to protect them. So what do you tell this guard to be able to perform for you to get that good feedback from the client? So you have to take the guard through some on-the-job training. You have to take them through the basic security training. The management training had to do with keeping your information at home. Just for the guard not to talk anyhow. You know, anybody can swear. Madam, for us to see, I'll see your call Amaria. You get it.
Okay.
But the guard will be able to tell you that, okay, you are coming to Madam, can you please call her? Or Madam is not home, so you can please call her on phone. Even you can be home, but the guard will tell you, can you please give me a minute? He goes inside, plays a call to find out whether you are actually expecting the person. So if you are expecting the person, then he allows you to come in.
So when we're Edern Security, how do we contact you? How do we connect?
So before I talk about the contact, and I also think that generally in Ghana, we have a perception about security. People are not willing to spend when it comes to security. And I think that is why, in a way, even though Head of mentioned that people request for it, the money they pay for security. So sometimes that is why they get such people.
Okay. So rather go for something.
Exactly.
But if I don't have money but I need security, what do I do?
I mean, you have to pay for something you need.
So which means you're trying to tell us that Edern Security is expensive.
I'm not saying it's expensive.
Exactly.
I'm not saying it's expensive. When it comes to security, I think when something goes wrong, the amount of money is more than what you didn't.
You have a great point. You've made such a valid point. So for you to cause and not have to spend extra, you need to spend on security.
Yes.
How do we connect with you in security?
Okay.
Am I pronouncing it well?
Edern.
So we have a toll-free line, contact, which is 0800-220-220. So you can contact this number at any time.
0800-220-220.
Yes.
Very simple number.
You can contact that number at any time. We have a control room that works 24/7. So anytime you call,
you will get through. Do you have a social media platform that we can connect to?
Yes, we do.
On Facebook, Instagram, Edern Security.
Okay.
Yes.
So over there, what are we going to be seeing in some of the trainings or whatever?
So we have trainings. Even I think 2 days ago we had a training for all our managers, and it was on our platform. So yes.
Can we get the number again?
So 0800-220-220.
0800-220. That's the number you call Edern Security today for your home, your offices, for even your... Do you provide personal security? Like, I need security in my car sitting with me.
Oh, yes. We provide personal security. We provide security for even your programs.
Okay.
If you have birthday, you need security, we have if you need a bodyguard, we can provide you with a bodyguard. Yes. If you need security for anything,
what if somebody needs employment too?
If you need employment, you can call.
Yes.
You can call.
Okay. So if you want to be a security guard as well, want to be trained by the best in this country, Edern Security is at your beck and call. Please get through to them today and thank us later. Thank you so much, lady and gentleman, for coming through. Edern Security is our plug for you this morning. Okay, you need to protect that family. I am considering very heavy security in my house today. Moving on. In fact, henceforth, security in around, but one way personal security man. But yeah, I think we all need it. It's a necessity, and you need to invest in that. And I agree with Hannah when she says that we need to spend so that we don't have to spend extra to fix the problems that we could have easily protected, prevented with just a little more. So thank you so much, gentleman and lady, for coming through. And for you, this is your tip for the day. Make sure you, implement some of these things, and it would help. We'll be straight to the plug right after this.
Better and smarter. 8Z Department Store, your trusted go-to shopping destination in Ghana. It's live online. Experience the same trusted in-store excellence from the comfort of your home. From fashion to lifestyle essentials, we've redefined shopping to suit your lifestyle. Simply visit www.onlinestore.azgroupgh.com. Browse, click, and enjoy seamless shopping anytime, anywhere.
The offers get even better. 10% discount on first order, free delivery. Note that you can pay via cash on delivery, Momo, and Visa. A to Z Department Store, lifestyle redefined.
Hello, amazing people. Quick question for you. Have you ever used a mobile app or a digital platform to pay for goods, send money, or manage your finance? You know those super convenient tools that make life a lot easier? Of course you have. On all mobile networks, or hop onto our website at www.ghanafintechAwards.org and click the vote tab. Next, follow the prompts, enter your favorite nominee's code, and voila, you've casted your vote. Remember, every vote counts. Let's make it loud, let's make it fun, and let's make it fintech. Do you also want to join us at the event or become a sponsor? We would love to hear from you. Give us a call at 059-838-5685 or email us at christina@ghanafintechAwards.org. Don't miss out on this year's celebration of innovation, creativity, and excellence in fintech. What does make it big for the innovators driving Ghana's digital economy forward? Because it's going to be an electrifying celebration. See you there.
Cheers to the lingering tastes and lasting memories over tables in groups or alone. What's your go-to when you desire the right beverage to whip up your vibe? The Ghana Beverage Awards is back to reward and recognize that outstanding beverage. And the Power Management International, E-Productions, and our media partner, Happy FM Mass Wedding is 20 years. Hooray! It's been 20 years of providing with expenses paid wedding. This year, join the 20th edition of Happy FM Valentine Mass Wedding on the 14th of February at Bethel Baptist Church, Dansoman. Watch the ceremony on Facebook page of Happy FM 98.9 FM and get to know much more about the Happy FM Valentine Mass Wedding across all social media platforms. For partnership and sponsorship, call 0244-906-235 or 0302-254-858. The 2025 Happy FM Valentine Valentine Mass Wedding is sponsored by Tasty Tom Tomato Paste, Bethel Baptist Church, Blue Jeans Energy Drink, Hanamo Fashion, Your Chicken and Chips, 20 Crafts, Cake Techniques, Eva's Cuisine, Eva's Deco, and Second Image International. Happy FM Valentine Mass Wedding. Our on another level. Dodo. Happy FM. Nindie. Happy FM. Enijenkwa.
But right now I am ready. You're welcome. But right now I am ready. You're welcome back to the AM Club right here on MX20. My name is Miriam Uduak Menta, and we have in the house.
Tuesday.
Also, you're pub now.
Ah, yes,
Yeah,
that's it. Okay,
yeah,
okay, okay. Tuesday.
Also, you're pub now.
Ah, yes,
Yeah,
that's it. Okay,
you're pub now. First of all, you're pub now.
We'll shorten it for you. We'll give you Kumbey.
Oh, Kumbey. I thought it was Quabs. It's not Quabs?
Quabs. Okay, there's Quabs. There's Quabs there.
There's Quabs, but then there's Kumbey. Kumbey is the perfect.
Kumbey.
Yes, and then.
JM, do you know?
JM. Yeah, JM. Low key, the guy doing one. Yeah, if not click.
Okay, it's fine.
Yeah,
it's good to have you. Yes,
yeah,
really good to have you.
Thank you.
I'm pretty sure that a lot of things you're going to be doing here in Ghana this season. But let's talk about your music. Just Gone By is a song you just told us is your wedding song. So I want to find out this trend. Should we go and find musician as band? I mean, let us know. Because do you have to? What's this trend about? Because we've seen a couple of artists. Neon Adejo has done. Moses Blaze has done. I don't know Moses Blaze is the right idea. We are waiting for second baby song, and then anniversary song. We'll just wait. We are fine. We are not even angry at all. But what's this trend about? Why did you choose to do a song for your
I think
wedding?
for artists, it's one of the ways that we can express ourselves.
Okay.
So I think when you Yeah, it's for everyone. It's not
And
just
again,
for
it's going to stay there in the archives forever.
I ought to be there forever.
Yeah.
Because who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor. So it's my wedding story. It's also my life story. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing music?
This would be my 10th year. I'm actually the tour we're on is like an anniversary tour. Yeah, so it's my 10th. I know, 10 years. Come on now.
And how many songs would you say you have to your credit?
Boss.
Yeah.
You can't even count.
Yeah.
Man.
Uncountable.
I think we're probably touching we've definitely passed 100. Credited songs of mine, aside from even features.
Yeah.
So man, it's been amazing. I do this because I love Jesus. I do this because He saved my life. So the conviction is always there. So in every song, no matter how many we do, if you hear a song of mine and you don't hear Jesus in it, man,
my brother, you're saved.
Something is wrong.
Because I do know.
We had a conversation this morning.
Really?
We had a conversation this morning, and I want to drag you into it because the conversation came all the way from Nigeria. So yeah, it's fair to say that we have to have this conversation. You tell me your story, how Jesus saved you.
Yes.
What is your story? What's the story?
Yeah, so I'll summarize quickly. I grew up in a church. My parents were pastors. So until I was 20, I wouldn't say I was saved, even though I grew up in church. So we have many of us who grew up in church. You go to church because your parents do it. You pray because your parents pray. But I was 20, I was sat in my university room and I felt empty. I till this day, I cannot describe to you the level of emptiness I felt. I knew something was wrong. I knew I was missing something. And because I grew up in church, I've always seen my parents lead a lot of people to Jesus. And my dad always talk about, there's an emptiness in your soul, there's an emptiness in your soul. And in that place, I was like, that's the emptiness my dad was talking about. You know, and I went on my knees and I said a prayer. And from that day on, my life changed, complete 180. So my story is not like maybe super like dramatic but then I've realized that Jesus saves people in simple ways, in dramatic ways. Any way He can save you. You just have to be ready, you have to be willing. So that's how Jesus came into my life, and it's been 10 years now. And as soon as I got saved, the music started. And maybe that was God's way of saying, man, I'm not gonna do anything with you until you fully give yourself to me. So it's quite beautiful. Once I gave my life to Jesus Christ, He started to use me for His glory, and yeah, we're here now.
Then there's also the conversation of you being saved and mingling, because in recent times we've also seen collaborations between secular artists and gospel artists, and we say, oh, how then are you going to reach out to these people on the other side if you don't collaborate with their people? What do you make of these collaborations?
People have their own convictions for doing things. My personal conviction is I don't think you need to compromise to get the message out. That's me. This is me, Samuel Wanchuku, CalledOut music. That's my... I think God is so big, and if I believe that the God I serve is sovereign and he's bigger than all, He's able to touch the heart of anybody at any time. I don't need to... Sometimes compromise looks like changing your lyrics. Sometimes compromise looks like collaborating with someone who maybe on the outside isn't fully clean in their... Like, you know, do you know what I mean? Because if I collaborate with someone right now, the next thing now they do is something that is vulgar or explicit. The people who trust me with music might think it's okay to listen to stuff like that. Do you get what I mean? It's just the truth. So I have a responsibility as a Christian and as a Christ representer to represent Him well. And that includes who I collaborate with. That's Samuel, that's my opinion.
And that's on period, okay?
Yeah.
Jay?
Great stuff. I just want to find out that moving forward, and as I said, I mean, the reason why I asked you about the collection of songs is because, I mean, Judgment Day, God asks, Samuel, what do you do with your life, the life that I gave you? God, this is 200. Now, so the 200 songs. These are 200 songs. This is it. You have evidence.
Oh my goodness.
You don't go fee explain.
Yeah.
You get it. Maybe God will have that, you know. Yeah. But that's fine. I mean, moving forward.
Yes.
Where do you see CalledOut music going? You get it? Because someone would say, okay, this is my purpose and this is what I have to do for God. But the extent at which you're going, where do you see the music moving?
That's a very good question. I always say to people, I like to be a servant, and in many ways, this is part of the extent of which you're asking me. Me sat here talking to you about Jesus on TV. That is already an incredible opportunity for me. So the extent of it is wherever God leads, He's in control. Like, we're about to tour, and we're selling out a venue that's 2,000 people, and people are coming ready to worship with me. That already is blowing my mind. You know, like I don't have. I have goals and targets, but I guess with what I'm doing, I don't set any expectations because God always exceeds them.
Absolutely.
Every single time. There was a time I wanted to tour, do 100 people in a venue. Now we're doing 2,000. You know, so everything I'm doing, you know, like Scripture says, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven. Everything follows. So, like you've asked me, I'm just living each day trying to make sure I'm loving to people. I'm showing God's love to people every day. Making sure I'm living holy, living righteously. All the expectations, you just surpass it.
Let's talk about features. People are very critical about features. They'll wake up, they'll go like, okay, let me pray about it, let God lead me, let me know this person is on this. And apart from the God factor, how do you genuinely know that this person is the right person to work with?
Aside from the God factor, you can tell when hard work is more about discipline and the person's, you know, work ethic. If someone is genuinely working hard, you can tell. You know, the results can show. So I always look for people who have a, you know, good work ethic, who are clean-hearted, because, boss, I don't want to work with you now, and then next year you'll be saying this, that, you know, clean hearts, you know, just purity. And I like working with people who are my friends. So friendship first over maybe business second, but that's just how I work.
I was getting into the business.
I
was asking whether, do you look at the numbers? Okay, so this person, let me tap into.
Well, if they have like 10 billion, let me tap into this thing. Nah, because that doesn't guarantee the success of the song for me. You know, if the song is good, the song is good. Do you know what I mean? And if the person has a clean heart, it's not about the numbers. Like me, I don't see those things, man. Like I like to create good music, but pure music. And even the creation of what I'm doing has to be God-centered. And if there's any shady business thing in there, it's just gonna, what we putting out into the atmosphere, what we putting out into the world, if we're not, you know, in unity ourselves. So
last one.
He's coming for the smoke.
We are in the month of love.
Yes.
We're in the month of love.
I love it, bro.
Beautiful wife. We
so
just
beautiful.
watched the video. Very, very lovely stuff.
Thank you, bro.
What would be your advice to the young couples out there, especially maybe with your experience with your wife as well, with respect to godly marriages as well? What would be?
So young unmarried couples.
Yes.
First of all, stay pure. It's not worth it. That's the
please.
It's
Come
not
back
worth
again.
it. Stay pure. It's not worth it.
When you say stay pure, you mean what?
Abstain from sex.
Abstain from anything.
Abstain from sex. Read my lips. Abstain from sex. Good.
So you, the husband that is coming, you know. Please go ahead.
Yeah, please stay pure. Get people around you that can speak into your marriage. Get people around you, say whether that's pastors, mentors, uncles, aunties that you trust. Always have guidance around you. You know, my wife and I we had so many. In fact, we had to all be the same thing and read scripture. Read scripture for yourselves. Pray with each other. Like, do all the things that, aside from sex, do all the things spiritually that enrich your relationship. When you get married, you just realize it's a continuation of your godly partnership. And that's what we're here to do. Why get married if this person cannot help you serve God better? So that's my thing. So if you're in a relationship with someone right now and you're realizing that, man, the more I'm with you, the less my walk with Jesus is going down. You need to leave. Like, that's the truth. You join hands with people so you can serve God better. Can two walk together unless they agree? I don't think so, man. So.
And since we're on in the God business, and I love that you bring this up, and thank you so much for the question, because this guides people who are going to be proposed to this Valentine.
Heavy.
We get 2 days.
Heavy.
2 days more. 2 days more. Yeah, and so, you know, they're going to be really guided, so I appreciate that as well. So, but let's touch on the conversation on the business aspect of gospel music.
Talk to me.
Because I'm pretty sure you've seen the videos of men of God all over social media talking about, you know, you monetizing your gifts given to you by God and it being a sin. What do you make of that?
again, like I said earlier, people have different convictions on different things. I believe that we are in a secular space. We're Christians. We're in this world, not of the world. There are just certain things that just happen. There's an industry that we exist in, for example. Say with music, I believe if you put your music on Spotify or Apple Music, you're in the industry. It's not a spiritual thing. It's just what it is, right? So some people might say, oh, I don't want to charge for ministrations. I don't want to charge for this. Personally, that's not my business. If you want to charge, charge. If you don't want to charge, don't charge. I don't think it makes you any less spiritual, simply because we're in an industry that costs money. Like there are artists right now who are they're losing money every single year. You know, like I think there's a difference between being a minister as this is your gift and being a musician as in this is my career. That's the thing. So you can be a musician and a minister. You're a music minister. It's like the business side of it can also be God honoring. I don't understand why sometimes we as Christians, we run away from when we hear business, like, oh, no. It's like, no. You can be excellent in anything that God gives you the opportunity to do. So if I'm in the business industry as a musician, I can be excellent. My business dealings can be pure. In the meetings, people can see Jesus through the way I'm dealing with them. So as Samuel, I only know what I know. I just walk in purity, you know. That's my own.
Okay.
Well,
we need to check out day by day.
We do. We definitely do have to check out this one because I'm trying to get accustomed. And 1,000, I heard your message. I'm going to make sure to live up to that message. Thank you so much. But then we have Day by Day coming in from CalledOut Music. Let's take a listen, or let's watch that music video. And when we come back, the conversation continues right here on the show. We'll be right back.
Day by day, I will follow your wish.
We get into that. So, boss, you are wearing deep now. How
for one's friends or his friends, and we know that Jesus Christ is the one who laid down his life for his friends. I don't know if
wait, you said John 15 verse
13.
No, Nimo.
What did I
tell you? What did he ask? What did he ask? He asked, who is the Jesus baby and the other people?
You see, you are the one wearing black. Please.
So yes,
you said John 15
verse 13.
I chanced on it this morning.
Everyone should save that scripture.
No, that's why I'm getting goosebumps. I chanced on it this morning.
Wow.
Shall I continue?
Wow. So that's the greatest love
you are the one in black
can experience. So I'll come back to that scripture shortly. But my name is Daniel, and I represent Harvest Chapel International. We're a charismatic ministry. Where people have even come and found love, a deep love experience, and there's no better
black, so yeah, on this side, we see the light. Anyways, that's fine. Good. So when is it happening?
Right, it's happening this Friday.
This Friday?
Yeah, at 5 p.m. at the HCI Tehila Temple, South Tesano. And we start at 5. At 5 p.m. we have DJ Bless to keep the atmosphere, warm up the place a bit, and then the doors open at 5:30. And then we jump right into action. This year, of course, our key person is CalledOut Music. CalledOut Music because he's a message to the youth. He's a young person first of all, and he carries the word of God, which is what we want to show to the youth, that the word of God carries power. It can save you. It can give you the kind of love that no boy or girl can ever give you out there. And so 5 p.m. sharp at the ACI Tehila Temple, South Tesano.
Are we paying?
It's totally free.
Oh, wow.
And I think I need to say this here. By the grace of God, our biggest partner is the church. So there's generous donations from people in church. Yeah. And
who is the head pastor?
Reverend Fitzgerald Donko.
So wherever you are, God bless you.
We call him Bishop. Yeah,
Bishop, thank you so much.
He's a very humble man of God, and he's given the youth the platform. So when you come, you realize that even right from the ashes to instrumentalists, everything is being controlled by young people. I think you should be there. You shouldn't miss it. And I'll put this link out there. Is bit.ly/02142025. That's February 14th. 2025, bit.ly/02142025, and you can reserve a seat because there's limited seats, and then we want everyone to feel comfortable. So
CalledOut Music is headlining this one, and so we're going to be seeing you on the 14th.
By the grace of God.
Promise us something so we can come.
Hey, listen, it's music, it's Jesus, but we have fun, man. Like every time that we're young people, you know, we turn up, we have a great time, but we pray as well. So this is a great opportunity to bring all your friends. Just bring them. It's free. Just tell them to just pull up to the night, and then let's just have a great time.
Awesome. Do you have any social media platforms you would like us to visit if we need more information?
Instagram, X, and YouTube is Deep Love EXP. That's Deep Love EXP. That's it. Yeah.
Right, so you have a place to go on the 14th of February, and I'm excited. That's the place you have planned. Don't go. Go to church. Okay, let's celebrate the love of God too. And my dad always says that, listen, if you want to know if a guy is a good guy, you want to know if he's a great guy, bring him to church. We'll find out. We'll find out. His demeanor in the church will tell us and let us know whether he's a Jesus baby or he's for other people. So please come join us. Let's have a good time. We're going to drop the flyer on our social media platforms, so make sure to get the details on the 14th of February. We have a date with you. It's at 8 p.m. Is it 5 p.m.? 5 p.m. 5 p.m. We have a date with you.
The show is finished.
Sorry, it's 5. 5!
We're starting on time.
In fact,
we're starting on time.
We have to be there.
4. I have the front seat. 4. I'm going to be at the front seat. So come meet me. Let's have a good time in the presence of the Lord. CalledOut Music is going to be there to jam the place up. So please, and Harvest Choir.
Shout out to Elvis Bentil. Elvis Bentil will be passing through. He's also been featured on Joyful Way platforms, a number of big platforms. And then we have the Harvest Youth Choir, we have Harvest Theatre, and we have various spoken word acts also showing up.
So it's a jam-packed night. Come, let's have a good time. But today, something is happening, and we're back. with CalledOut, MX24's wonderful flagship program for our young girlies, and that's our own way of communicating or educating people on breast cancer and every other cancer that is important to the female. And so we're going to schools. The train has just set out this morning. So we're at Fafara Community Senior High School. Girlies are there, the boys are there, the team is situated right now there to make it happen. So we're going to be bringing you some amazing tips from what's happening at Fafara Community High School. But yes, CalledOut is back. Okay, so stay with us on our social media platforms. Let's get this going. This is our own way of, promoting good health. And of course, it's all on the train of breast cancer. We're doing a year-long advocacy on breast cancer, so please stay with us. My name is Miriam Uduak-Mensah. See us again tomorrow. It's from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on MX24.
Don't go anywhere, please. What's happening on Saturday?
What's up? Oh, yeah. Let's talk about this, girl. So, yes, I'm meeting up with all my girlies. Okay, so Valentine's is on the 14th. On the 15th, I know you're trying to rest, but meet with me and my girls. We're talking Valentine's. We're all meeting, just chilling, okay? The girls and I are chilling, but also we are launching season 4 of The Dish. And you know what we did with season 3. See, we had great conversations with progressive women. We made sure that we put the young girl on the right path, and we're going to continue that campaign. So join us on the 16th of February at the Nouveau Hotel, right? Yes. It's going to be an amazing time. Please, your RSVP is 05922922746. Just jump onto our social media platforms. We also have more details over there. Join me. I am inviting my girlies. Boys, you can pass through, but you're not allowed to stay. You don't have a seat there. Just bring your girlfriend and go home. Bring your sister and go home. The girls are going to have a deep conversation. We're building greater connection. We're building great connections because we girls need to be each other's partners, not enemies, okay? So let's do this on the 16th of February.
A very big thank you to Gemal, to IBM, to YFM, and to Mark Felix on the account of supporting this great course that we do have. Of course, we're talking CalledOut. Thank you so much. You want to say a very big thank you to Epiglow?
Yeah, Epiglow as well. Yes, Epiglow for coming on board The Dish as well. Listen, I'm super excited. We're grateful.
Anyways, my name is Kojo Dasibro. We'll see you same time tomorrow. I thought today was a Friday. I was about to say next weekend. But it's fine. Right? All right. You know what to do. Give us a follow. It's MX24GH across all platforms. We'll see you same time tomorrow. God bless. Don't do anything, Mimi.
No, do.
It's okay. Fine. Bye-bye.